Also a milestone today for Steve Georgalis. He received the Siren and made some good ground. Georgalis, a presentation before the match. He registered 100 first grade games last week. So 101 today. Here's Nabel running from behind the ruck. Inside the Magpies 20. Lined up to the right-hand side. Centre takes off from dummy half. Darren Centre. He's gone within a metre of scoring. Dunn had the grip and the tackle. Last play, Nabel's kick. McGuinness is back in the in-goal. Morrison makes the tackle. That's a pretty good set of 6 from the Tigers.
And a classy finish there from both teams. It was a tough pickup for Ken McGuinness, but he did very nicely under pressure here. The kick was a pretty good one. It put some pressure on, although I've got to say that I thought there was an opportunity to run the football there. They had a bit of an overlap out wide with a lot of space.
25 out from the west line. Nabel was first receiver, but it comes the way of Stimson. He's got to squeeze a pass out in the 3-man tackle. Now contemplating blindside, they come open with Morrison. 5 metres out from the line. Kennedy was the tackler. Tigers with field position, and Nabel across for Gillette and back inside for Hanley over the shoulder. He did well just to hold the pass. Last tackle for Balmain. Pass comes away for Sirinen. A one-hander back for Kennedy. He'll go close from there. He'll go better than that. He'll score. William Kennedy scores the try, one of the real live wires in the Balmain side, and it's 4-0.
He's an exciting player to watch, William Kennedy. Last tackle here, Paul Sirinen does a great job to attract a couple of defenders, but some very lazy play there from the inside defence of the Western Suburbs team. It was a bit of a mix-up here. I'm not quite sure whether Sirinen was the intended receiver, but he realised he had to keep the ball alive, and Kennedy gets down low. And the man coming in on the far side, I think it's Damien Kennedy, he really did a disservice to his team. He stopped and didn't come across. If he'd have made the effort earlier, there would not have been a hole there for Bubba Kennedy. And because he was just a little bit lazy on the last, he thought the danger was over.
Up to 54%. I say up because he's been around the high 40s. Right on the 50% mark for much of the year. First kick from 19 metres out and 11 metres in from touch, and he struck it beautifully, Michael Withers. So the Tigers are off to the start, exactly what they wanted. 6-0 over the Magpies. Brother of Asa, who has also played first grade for the Tigers. A knock on from dummy half. Play on, says Jeffs.
Well, I think the referee has ruled that it was actually the Western Suburbs player who may have touched, or no, he did signal 6 again, but he's obviously ruled that there was no touch. It was the boot of the man playing the football in the referee's mind. That cast some doubt on it.
After a recent game here, I'm not game to say what happened around the play the ball area. We had that game, the Roosters and Western Suburbs, a few Saturdays back when James Smith, with a sneaky hand, forced the ball back. He's a scrum win against the feed. An untidy looking scrum, but it came the way of Morrison. Now Donaghy in close to the action. Gillette stepping off the left for a 3rd time and away from 3. Michael Gillette running freely. They mightn't stop Michael Gillette. They come from behind. Kevin McGuinness. Big run from Gillette. Milford a dummy half. The Tigers with numbers to the left. Nabel a little slow getting it out there, but he runs himself. Before he re-signed with the club for 4 years. Here's Langmack. Back with Georgalis. And now Capavilla, and quick hands there for Doyle. Great offload for Leeds. Then for McGuinness. Western Suburbs on the attack. A fine offload from Adam Doyle. 15 metres out from the line. Hasler. Georgalis. Long cutout ball. Langmack's the man out there, and he's got the winger on the chase. It's Willis coming through. It comes for Kevin McGuinness, and McGuinness gets to the corner. The Magpies have hit back. The Langmack kick. Little bit of traffic there, and Kevin McGuinness came up with a try.
It's a good hit back, isn't it? But I still go back to the kick from Michael Gillette at the other end of the field that gave Western Suburbs an easy out. As Langmack gets the football, we freeze it there. You can see the Balmain defence have come up in a straight line. Look at the space back here. But this man does very well as play continues for the Balmain team. He turns around, gets in the way, lower Milford. But he wasn't able to get the bouncing ball. And McGuinness, Kevin McGuinness this time, gets across. His brother made a try. No, he made the try-saving tackle at the other end, I'm sorry, on Gillette. Now he's got the first 4-pointer. It just didn't bounce the right way for the Tigers here. Eluded everybody except the number 4 for the Maggies. And he did well to shrug out of the tackle and stay in the field of play to get across the try line.
Side there, 20, Hasler. Here for Bill Dunn, running a bit of an angle and picked off by the Tigers' defence, Sirinen and Walker. Pat on the back for Walker from Big Ciro.
John Hodgson, who did well.
Gave an extra second or two for the chasers to get through, and it was a chance to trap them in goal. Now we've got a touch judge in. Steve on the sideline, what have you made of the forward battle so far?
Well, I think it's been pretty even. I mean, Western Suburbs look dangerous when they go to wide through Langmack. Damien Kennedy's a handful. Just have a look at the Tigers coming out of their own end. What they do is they use Darren Centre as another extra running forward. We know how good he is at running the football. Adam Mabel goes into the dummy half role. So just watch for that.
Also, if it did come off Withers into the arms of Morrison, that's okay. Well, he's lost the ball cold in trying to play it there. That's allowed to continue. Kelvin Jess won't have too many friends here by the end of the day. Stimson to the bench for the Tigers. Well, this time he's got a drop ball. I reckon the previous play, the ball was in the dodgy category.
Well, the Balmain Tigers have really got to pay more attention to the football when they're getting up to play it. They've got to have better ball security. It did get a little help there from Bill Dunn.
Crossfield away from Langaloa. Starr makes the tackle. But they've definitely lifted Western Suburbs. Here goes Hasler. With it is Capavilla, 25 metres out from the Balmain line. They trail by 2, Western Suburbs. Hasler, very lively out of dummy half today. Kennedy, away from Donaghy. They get a second chance. Here goes McGuinness, steps the fullback. It's a double for Kevin McGuinness, a local favourite. And the Magpies have snared their second try and lead 8 points to 6.
And some worrying signs in this Balmain defensive effort. See here that Donaghy, a clean miss, tremendous work, and what about that popping the ball there? 3 players. I think it was Damien Kennedy who got through. Des Hasler getting out of dummy half, decides to come back to the short side. And there's Kennedy putting the step on, showing good strength, tracks 3 players, and is still able to pop the pass. And if you've got 3 men in a tackle, someone's got to be paying close attention to the football and make sure that it's not thrown. And they failed to do so.
Well, Steve, the Magpies really on a roll now.
Well, they're real.
Mark Stimson. Pass rifle back for Nabel, then Hudson Smith. So all the bench players getting work back for Hanley. Hanley 30 metres out from the west line. He's trying to slip a pass and now he gets it away. Smith, then for Walker. Walker, he can't offload in the Georgialis tackle. A quality first half of football so far. Gillette. Adam Starr, inside the West 20. Second phase play off Withers, then Hanley. And wider now with Mark O'Neill. He gets through, the pass for Milford. 5 metres out, Milford, big effort to get to the in goal, and he has scored. Laloa Milford. Oh, that's a great try from the Balmain winger.
He's done an amazing job to get the football down, but gee, what work here from Mark O'Neill. Starr takes the football to the defensive line. He offloads to eventually Ellery Hanley. We freeze it there. Just have a look at the move this player puts on these 2 Western Suburbs defenders as play continues. In and away, slides straight through, a pass over the top. It wasn't a great one because it slowed Milford down. He had to stop and wait for the football. But it's a tremendous effort to get it down, and this will show exactly how well Milford does. Starr offloads onto Withers. Hanley, now on to O'Neill. He slides between Paul Langmack and McGuinness. Ball over the top, past Willis. Leeds comes over and gets the ball down. Tremendous work there, no doubt about the try.
Superb.
They've set up for this. It's been a long time unfolding.
Kevin McGuinness flicking the ball back and coming back onside Kennedy, having missed 1 tackle. He said thank you. And now Kennedy lashes out at Doyle. Now to continue, Hanley. Running a crossfield, Kennedy has him not able to prevent an offload. Morrison decides to straighten up and get beyond halfway with an offload. Good pick up there from Donaghy. Donaghy well and truly in West Territory now. 4 of their tackles, Hasler with Harvey Howard. Gets that big stride happening as he gets close to the defensive line. He's made another powerful 15-metre gain. Last tackle 30 metres out from the Tigers' line. This is Doyle stepping and running, then gets a left footer in. It's a pretty good kick. Withers back to the in goal. The chasers are there with Hodgson and Leeds. Well, that's a big play from Adam Doyle.
Super play from the 5'8 there. working his way up through the middle of the ruck. He got a tremendous kick away. And one of the other attractions of this kick was the fact that it was a real chance of hitting an upright. Michael Withers had that problem as well, and he slipped over and was claimed easily by Hodgson and Leeds.
Now McGuinness making ground up the blind side. This is a great run from Ken McGuinness to halfway. Back to Hodgson, the pass was called forward.
And the referee was exactly in line with that one, as we were, and he's got it right. McGuinness, the pass back inside to Hodgson, a touch forward, but what work here. Around Kennedy, so little room to work in, nearly beat Withers. He threw the pass and it just went half a metre forward, the referee perfectly positioned.
No guide in the football played since half-time to which way this game will go. Still at the half-time score of 10-all. Ken McGuinness floats the pass, a hand there from Milford. Willis is away for Western Suburbs, up and over the 20. It was close though, the lower Milford. He want an extra foot of height to get to that ball, but he definitely got a hand to it. Bit of daring play from West from their own line. Hasler. Almost free Doyle. And Georgalis. Back for Doyle. Inside the Balmain half and headed across field. Past Kennedy. Linking up here with Ken McGuinness. McGuinness straightens up. Gets it to the 30. Last tackle for West. Doyle really starting to get some control on the match. If not his kicks, it comes back. McMenemy is tackled.
Oh, well, I've given Michael Gillette a little bit of a serve with a couple of kicks in this match, but I'll tell you what, he hasn't come up with one of these.
Can't bag a bloke for trying something, though.
Well, I don't know whether he tried it or he just dropped it on the wrong side. But Steve Roach, I just get the feeling that...
Any? These two teams will be level with Sydney City. All on 15. Doyle, a left foot bomb. It has turned Langaloa around. Hodgson is there. But Langaloa comes up with a football and now is off for the run. James Langaloa stepping. Well, there's been some exciting football in this match. James Langaloa had picked up the accidental knees in the back from Doyle. He's in a bit of trouble on the far wing. I think he's destined to be replaced. Hasler with Georgalis. Slugging it out right on halfway. And fifth tackle with Doyle. They're going to run it. Here's McGuinness. Then for Hodgson. Good hands from the Magpies. Hodgson kicks over the head of Withers. Withers is back and gets a good bounce. He's taken in goal. He's lost it. He may have forced the ball though. Referee says line drop out. I don't want it to get any closer.
Oh, near thing. Bubba Kennedy made a mistake in defence on the far side. Beautiful work from Doyle. Cut out pass. Kennedy got caught out by McGuinness, who offloaded to Hodgson. He comes back inside. The bounce was a good one for Withers. The chase was a great one from West. There he is, putting the football down, pretty shaky manner. And the crowd, they're rising. They're calling the Magpie chant. They can feel their team getting on top here.
Now slipping on the line dropout. Testing couple of minutes for Michael Withers. Bill Dunn from the 30-metre line. Across field he goes. Adam Starr, he brushed away from him. Sheridan takes him across field. Tries to get a judo hold on.
He's a colossus.
Can't get Billy to ground.
Couldn't bustle him down.
Well, he's barnstorming now. Get with it, Peter. He's now barnstorming Billy Dunn.
He'll always be bustling for me.
Izzy Hasler, 15 metres out. Harvey Howard. Right in front of the Tigers' posts at 10-all. This is Georgalis stumbling, but still able to pass for Doyle. He was almost through. Gillette had hold. They attack from dummy half. This is McGuinness. Oh, that's too easy. Ken McGuinness has scored for the Magpies. The brothers are having a day to remember.
Steve Roach said their talents. You've seen plenty of it this afternoon. The speed of the play, the ball has been such an advantage for the Western Suburbs team in this game. Doyle nearly sliced through. Good tackle from Gillette, but he's up playing the ball quickly. And McGuinness taking on Bubba Kennedy. He's had some real problems in defence this afternoon. Now, you can't tackle that low, that close to the line. You've got to wrap the man up high. He actually tried to do that, but the strength of McGuinness was just too much. He gets the ball over, and Western
continues with Kennedy. Now Hasler. Georgalis distributing there for Doyle to brush through one tackle. Kevin McGuinness. Langmack. He's trapped. It's been knocked down by O'Neill. This will be play on for Western Suburbs. Oh! That's a big call against the Maggies, and they're blowing up, and they've got good reason.
Well, he's called a knock on here, and I just can't see where it happened. There's Langmack. He tries to get the ball around the Balmain player. I don't think he got another touch, and Georgalis had every right to run the football and had support. Let's just have a look at it from this angle. I don't think it's going to show anything different. I don't think there was any hint of a Western Suburbs knock on.
And Nabel. No holes there in the defensive line. Millard the tackler. Back to the right side of the ruck with Michael Gillette. What's the kick he offers this time? Leads him back to the corner. He has to run it back from his own goal line. Three Tigers chases. Gillette is there first and makes the tackle.
That's good work from Michael Gillette. Good deep kick, forcing Leeds to play at the football. He's come up with 2 tackles in a row. Now his teammates have got to muscle up, either force a mistake or force Western Suburbs to be kicking from deep in their own territory. That's Millard, hit high by Hudson Smith it was.
Well, they used up 3 tackles before all the West players were back on side. That'll take them to the last. They're hit up by Howard.
Oh, it'll be a penalty against Howard.
Well, he probably lifted the forearm a little, and now it's not quite on, or is it? They want to get it started. Doyle's in the centre of it. This battle with Hudson Smith and Harvey Howard goes back, 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, there's always been a little simmering in this game. Just under the surface, there's been a touch of ill feeling. Some of that comes from the fact that it is such an important game. But I'm sure that it will be Harvey Howard who was penalised for leading with the forearm. He sort of shaped up with it at first and then did go through with it to some extent, and it was on Hudson Smith. We saw them have a little bit of a set to 5 minutes ago. Here's Harvey Howard leaving the field now, a little bit of blood around the mouth area. I'll have to send a message to the dressing shed. He's scarping.
Blocker, you get him out there, he's beside you.
I'll piggyback him out. Come on, hop on.
Well, could take an hour.
Well, what I'm concerned about here is that if he's seen what we're looking at and raising the forearm in a tackle is a dangerous practice, he could be in a lot of trouble here, Harvey Howard.
Well, of course, he was sent early in the season. He's having a few words with a couple of Balmain players as he walks back on. There he is in the middle of the ruck. Not a good place to be.
It's the last here for the Tigers. Nabel, floating ball. For Michael Gillette, not the precision required with the passing. Kennedy, it's still the last. Coming across field, they need to get a kick in. It comes back for big Adam Starr. He's got a chance to run. This is Donahue. Kick through from Greg Donahue. Doesn't get a second challenge. Western made the error. And play on for the Tigers. They fall short. Kennedy almost burrowed over. Centre a dummy half, full set of 6 to work with. Big numbers on the right. Smith is with it. Western Suburbs having to regroup. And now lost ball. He lost his jumper, lost the football.
It's a penalty.
Well, that could be sin bin here. Jeffs is going to call out a player. Is it Hasler? It could be 13 on 12 in a moment.
He's gone.
Oh, no. Des Hasler to the sin bin for 10. And he doesn't want to go.
But he does end up leaving the field. Well, I don't want to walk out with the ref at the end of this game.
I don't even want to admit I know him. Tom Radonicus, he's close to the action, watching from behind the goal. So Balmain, 13 on 12, Walker, straight at the line. Villa the tackler. Now Darren Setter from dummy half, he burrows low, did he score? He's held up. It'll be a Tigers scrum feed. Whoa.
Well, there's been some heroics in the last couple of minutes from the Western Suburbs team. This time it was Capavilla who holds him up. Oh, no, he scored.
Oh, he's got this down, no doubt about it.
It's a dead set try.
This one.
I don't know. I'm handling it all right. I don't know if the referee is. He's made some shocking decisions for both sides today.
And now an intercept for McGuinness. Off the Donahue pass, McGuinness is tackled. Well, it took the speed of Kennedy to round him up. Hodgson, they're inside the Tigers 20. They are down to 12, but right now they've got the ascendancy. And they lead by 4. Taylor, away here with Langmack. He can get something happening. A Western Suburbs player was taken out of the action. McGuinness has kicked through and scored, but Jeffs has rolled the ball and travelled forward. Oh, hang on a second. This one could be one against the Magpies.
Well, he actually called it early. It doesn't involve McGuinness, I don't think. The call was made. Langmack throws the pass. I'm sure that he's claimed that Andrew Leeds knocked the ball forward, and I think he's right. But gee, it was skillful work from McGuinness at the end, all to no avail, of course.
Though he had 2 on his outside.
They need Leeds to get up as he's done because the kicker was tackled. Doyle's done most of that this afternoon. Leeds gets one away. Hodgson flying through. Withers taking his time.
Well, it came off the side of the boot, and now he's able to offload for Scott. This is Marshall Scott. Over the 20-metre line away from Langmack. Marshall Scott, he's all on his own. He's back to halfway.
And he's gone into touch.
Well, I was going to say, how did that happen? 14-10, Wesley Balmain. With 10 remaining. Here was Marshall Scott. Is the tackle affected there? Oh, gee. Play here. A repeat set of 6 would be a great result. Doyle with a kick. Withers gets across and cleans up for the Tigers. It'll be a line dropout.
That's a great kick. Very well thought out. It put pressure on the Balmain players to stop them from scoring a try.
So let the line drop out. It's a big one too. 50 on the fly, and Georgalis on the bounce. It's gone inside their 40. That's a big result from the kick. Back, and only gets it within a metre of the Tigers' half. He's lost the ball and getting to his feet.
Oh.
Well, there's all sorts of pointing going on out there. There's some good talkers in this match.
Georgalis is blowing up deluxe.
And Langmack still got the gold medal.
Well, I got to say that this is probably one of the toughest games I've seen to referee, but there's no doubt Paul Sirinen raked the football out.
Starts forward and tackled by Taylor. 25 out from the west line with Michael Gillette. He's the first receiver, kicking before the last for Milford. Milford on the way through. He's batted it forward to Andrew Leeds. Well, the contesting of the football just hasn't worked today for Milford.
But I can't go with that tactic. They still had a couple of tackles up their sleeve. If they didn't score, it's a dumb play. There, and that's Bubba Kennedy.
Jim McGuinness held up centre field. This is the last tackle. Looking for Doyle. He's with it. There's the left foot kick. They're getting tired of turning around. Withers from his own in goal. Great pick up again from Withers, and does he get to the field of play? He hasn't. It's a line dropout. Got
decision that, you know, ultimately means that they're not going to win this game, and he's just said something, but it doesn't matter. What's been a good performance.
Sirinen just lined up Billy Dunn and cemented him into the ground. Here's Millard following up.
Not a bad hit in the 78th minute, is it?
Big Ciro on Billy Dunn. Last play here and a slow play of the ball. No problems with that at this stage as Doyle threads the kick through again. Withers called into arms, and this time can he get to the field of play? He won't. Oh, Michael Withers has lost the ball, but he'd called held Kelvin Jeffs. Well, he's rarely seen the field of play, Michael Withers.
And when he has seen it, he's had about 5 black and white jerseys confronting him. Ball was raked out there by Willis.
Gillette tries one out of the box, the short dropout, and fielded by Leeds. That should just about be the match. McGuinness is with it. This will be the match. McGuinness, he scores. Kevin McGuinness got 2 the first half, and brother Ken has got 2 in the second. Oh, they love him.
And why not? Great work there. But it all was set up by the pressure of the last couple of sets of 6. Gillette tried the short dropout, which he had to. 1 missed tackle, too much speed for the second. McGuinness, who's had a fine game this afternoon, gets the match winner. But the game was as good as over anyway. Scott misses the tackle. And that's something that the Western Suburbs fans would love to see plenty of in the coming weeks.
I know it's a long way back, but it's sort of right here for the Tigers, but they had to give it a go.
The $1,000 Nokia Man of the Match. Also the winner of the 8110 Nokia mobile phone goes to Adam Doyle. Adam, it was really a semi-final battle, that one. The winner today, you're on even points leading into it. The winner of today would really kick on.
Yeah, we stressed that all week. Tommy's been saying that if we lose this one, we're out of contention. So we leapfrog a couple of sides until next week, and you never know what happens, and just puts us back in the 7. It's good.
A tough position for such a young player like yourself to come in at 5'8" when you've got the likes of the McGuinness boys on the outside, but you've really settled in well.
Yeah, it took a while to settle in with the boys and that, and with Brendan Pearson leaving the club, unsettled a few things, but the two brothers just fit in unbelievable, and they're just great players. Good to play inside.
Yeah, well, 10-all at half-time. It really took Kenny McGuinness to really put you on the board. I mean, he really said to him, look, I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah, well, at half-time, he was a bit upset with his first half. He's just come out and just gone bang, just solo effort. It's unbelievable.
Well, Adam, congratulations on behalf of Nokia and also Channel 9.
Yeah, thanks lots, Steve. Thanks to Channel 9 and Nokia. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Well done, mate.